Hello everyone. Today I will be talking about Gengar and how it steals people's heat. In case you didn't know, it is literally stated in the Pokedex that Gengar can steal people's heat. But how? Well, I'm going to answer that with a few simple things. Not Ghost Radar. Actually, yes, Ghost Radar. 2 words. Well, yeah, just Ghost Radar. But anyways, ghosts can suck all the heat out of an area where they are. How they do this, I don't really know, actually. But, but apparently Gengar can do the same thing. It can also hide in people's shadows. But how does it hide in people's shadows? It's simple. There are a lot of creepypastas and two-sentence horror stories out there about people's shadows suddenly opening their eyes. Gengar is all about hiding in people's shadows and spooking them. So it is possible that Gengar is using some sort of dark or shadow magic to zap itself into people's shadows. How do they do this? Well, I have a few theories. One, it can literally shapeshift and mimic someone's shadow so well that the victim doesn't even know it until it's too late. There are a lot of different animals out there that can actually, quote, shapeshift, end quote, aka octopuses, especially the mimic octopus, which can actually mimic eels, snakes, and a lot of other things. So, mimic octopuses are cool, but Gengar has taken this to a new level. And since Gengar is literally a ghost, and ghosts are just basically kind of gas, it can warp and distort its own body into a human-like shape. And the Pokedex literally states that Gengar is looking for a friend, meaning that it doesn't really mean this in a bad way. It's trying to sort of make new friends, which is kind of sad when Gengar realizes they're dead. Gengar is simply trying to make a human friend, and it's sad how it does it. But in case Gengar isn't doing what I think it's doing, and it probably isn't, why would Gengar hide in shadows? Simple. To suck the shadow away from the victim so Gengar could replace the shadow. There is a kind of animal that does this called the tongue-eating louse, and the louse replaces it in the mouth of the fish. Gengar will probably do something similar if introduced into the real world. Rip the shadow away from the victim and replace the victim's shadow. In doing so, it sucks away the victim's heat because it's a it's a it's a ghost. It's dead. Sorry, that was just something else. Anyways, why would Gengar eat shadows if it is actually eating the shadow? Well, doing anything bad to a shadow, really. Simple. If it is eating the shadows, then Gengar needs shadow energy to survive. Well, other than that, maybe Gengar is just a glutton. But I'm pretty sure if Gengar did actually eat shadows, and it obviously doesn't, the anime mentions nothing about it eating shadows, but if it did, it would probably require shadow energy to survive. And that's why it would replicate shadows. It imbibes shadow energy through its skin, much like how frogs and salamanders can breathe through theirs. Yeah, some frogs can breathe through their skin. But if it didn't eat or kind of imbibe shadows, or shadow energy for that matter, why would it hide in shadows? I have two theories. One is to avoid detection, and Gengars would probably have some predator that would like to eat shadows. Who knows? And the other theory is that Gengar is just trying to play a harmless little prank on someone. After all, it is the Shadow Pokemon. So why would it just prank someone knowing full well that it will most likely kill them? Well, because Gengar is just like that. If you watch the original anime, then Gengar is just all over the place. But again, going back to the theory that Gengar's just trying to make a friend. It's just trying to make their friend laugh. But the friend is gone. Sorry, I try to keep this channel goofy and kind of lighthearted and just kind of crazy and rip off Noggin. No, I'm kidding. I try to make my own stuff sometimes, but for the most part, I try to keep this channel goofy, lighthearted, and I'm trying to make some money. Please like and subscribe. Anyways, back to Gengar. Why is it, well, the way it is? It seems to be... Hold on, do I have a... Seems to be basically a, quote, rip-off, end quote, version of Clefable. Or Clefable. Look, they pronounce it differently in different parts of the United States. Well, a lot of people have speculated that it is a dead Clefable. But this doesn't really make sense to me, since Gengar is its own Pokemon with its own class. And Clefable is another Pokemon with its own class, so it doesn't really balance out. Anyway, for right now, it is still a mystery, so this is going to be part 1 of a 2-part video series, I guess? Yeah, 2-part video. Anyway, that's it. This video is already stretching to like the 7-minute mark. Alright, see you guys. Peace!